What's up, divas? This is gonna be a very quick get ready with me. I haven't done one of these in a long time. I don't know if I've ever done one. Dun 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 dun. Bum 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 bum. We're in the UK today. We're doing press opportunities, and let's see. That's the time. Okay, good. So I'm going to walk you through my makeup process. Something nobody asked for, but we're going to do it. And hopefully this will help me get ready faster. I actually don't know how that's... Can everybody hear me? First, we're going to start with the kimchi primer. So effing primer. You see this? The effing primer. It is currently 9:05 GMT. 9:05 GMT. Greenwich Mean Time. Drop the skincare routine. Okay. There it is. Dropped it. We're starting with the effing primer. And we're putting it all over the face. Primer. Silicone primer. So with the primer. Now I have been having this nasty habit of like biting my lips. I used to scrape my tongue. Now I bite my lips. Now I always have this like dead skin on my bottom lip. So it's not very nice. It's not very sexy. It is what it is. Okay. So I do the primer. Then we wash our hands. Yeah, we wash our hands. Okay. Then we washed our hands. We did the primer. Then we're going to do some cosmetics. We're putting our makeup on. Yeah. It's like I do this. I just like it's like a nervous thing. It's like oh, look at my titties. Titties. Very sore from the workout yesterday, very sore. Okay, now that we've got the primer, it's time for the makeup. I'm going to put a little makeup on the face. How far do you take your primer? Well, I mean, you know, up to where I can feel the Velcro, which is pretty far up. Now we're, all right, I'm going to line the sink with a towel. You can see here. I'm gonna line the sink with a towel because I don't want to drop the stuff in there. Okay, then we're just going to dump all of our stuff in there. So this is how professional makeup artists do it. You can see here. Professional makeup artistry. Take a dirty sponge. We're gonna do Chroma 2 Derma Blend all over the face. But first, actually, we're gonna do the body. We're gonna do a combination of Derma Blend, leg and body makeup, because I'm wearing a plunge neckline. And then MAC Pro Longwear for the neck and décolletage, because the Derma Blend is quite expensive and you want to conserve it. You know, it's a conservation. Actually, I'm going to use a brush. Oh yeah, so I like to use this brush. It's nice and dirty. This brush, for some reason, is just a lot of coverage, darling. I can't do it next time. So I go like this. As you can see, it matches my skin tone. My beautiful sunburn. So this is going to be a bit of a challenge because my neck, my chest, my shoulders, which will all be featured today, quite sunburned. And I don't have any red foundation. I would probably do well to do that that insane beard cover that all the girls seem to be doing on Drag Race, where they just paint their fucking half of their face bright red and then paint over it as if they're like this beard neutralizer. Nobody has a thicker beard than I do. Maybe like a Greek person who has white skin and black hair. But I have an extremely, like, I've shaved, oh, you can't see it with the stupid filter, but I've shaved extremely, my face is baby smooth. You can still see the hair. Girl, I don't use that fucking red foundation. It's bullshit. It's not bullshit, it's just an extra step that is totally unnecessary. As you can see, if you have a full enough coverage foundation, like this one, which is basically like clown grease. So the areas we need to focus on are the face. The face, because we're painting our face. So this brush is really nice. That's all I have to say about that. Oh, so we're gonna use a rose beige. Rose beige, darling. I got 8.5 hours of sleep last night. Slept like the Dickens. Trixie she got 90 minutes, did a show. She is strugglina. So we're gonna all drop to our knees in prayer for Miss Trixie. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna give it up to Jesus. It's in the Lord's hands now. So there we go. We're just gonna mush it on there. Mushy. Yeah. And then we're gonna go in. So the Dermablend body cream thing that I have is really yellow. It's very yellow. It's quite yellow. The color is, but the great thing about Dermablend, Mama, she's got an SPF in there. So if you're Sheryl Crow and you like to soak up the sun in a full face of makeup, she got you. Oof. That is nowhere near my ooh, that is not my shade at all. Okay, we're gonna regroup. Ooh, that is not my shade. Ooh, that's not even close. All right, we're gonna go in with the rose beige. Oh, that's even worse. Okay, well, you know what? We're living in the moment. We're just gonna give multi-tonal. I'll go in with some blush later. With some blush later. Let's just buff this out. We got a clean brush. We're just gonna buffing it out. Luckily my, what am I saying? Oh yeah, this is the London look. By the way, not to be like, not to be xenophobic or whatever, but why is it not xenophobic? I suppose I'm making fun of Caucasian people. So a lot of, if you're American and you think of white trash, you think of like hillbillies, Alabama. You think of poor people from the country in America. And that's sort of the metric you have when you think about like trashy or, unsophisticated. But honey, nobody does trashy like the UK. Like these English girls and boys. Mama. Nobody does trashy. Like we were out walking around yesterday and there was a hen party and this little rickshaw that said, "Hello, gorgeous." And this fucking diva stumbles off, it was like 3 p.m. She stumbles off the rickshaw, orange, just oompa loompa orange, heels this high. She's like, "You got a lot of babs." It was just like, and if you've ever taken the tube late on a weekend, nobody does trashy like the Brits. None of the girls worldwide are doing it like the Brits. They are Trasharella McGillicuddy. And it's pretty wild. Like it is breathtaking. Absolutely breathtaking. Takes your breath away. Now we got a little eye crusty here. We're just gonna pop that out with the fingernail. And then, you know, because we're gonna go back. This is not really the brush to be using foundation with. It's like a fluffy brush. I usually use this for blush and contour, so I don't know what I'm gonna do when I get to that part now, but actually we'll just switch gears. Oh boy, oh yeah, okay, well, this is, oh gee, this is, okay, we're getting interesting here. I'm just smushing a bunch of color around like I've never done makeup before. So it's giving yellow, okay, but then I'm gonna go in with my Multitask Superstar Kimchi The Most Concealer. Just gonna get that all nice and juicy. And we're going to go in with the brush, my little brush here. It's a great little applicator because you squeeze it and then it comes out. And we're just going to go like this. We just do a little bit of highlight concealer right over the foundation. Yeah, that's right. Oh yes. Oh yes, girl. Oh yes, girl. Oh yes, girl. Yes, girl. And then just do that. It's all gonna get blended out. Don't you worry about that. No, I don't you worry about that, maybe. No. Don't you worry about that. So, went on vacation to Italy on a whim. So it was I was planning a birthday party, my real 40th birthday party. I was planning like a huge blowout, bigger than the one I did previous for my fake 40th. And it was looking like it was gonna cost a fortune. I was like, okay, whatever. You only turned 40 once, or in my case, twice. But then I was in DC after a show with my friend Marcella, and she mentioned that she was getting married, having a huge wedding ceremony in Italy on the Amalfi Coast in this place called Ravello, and had plans to visit Capri and Positano and even Pompeii. Just a whole crazy thing that she'd been planning for years and years, for 3 years. And she's like, you should go. I was like, well, I looked at my calendar, and wouldn't you know, it was right smack dab in the middle of my break from the tour. So I said, fuck it, let's do it. And I went. Cost a fucking fortune, because I stayed at the Palazzo Avino, which is just one of the 2 5-star hotels in the area. And my friend Andrew came and stayed with me. And I had, I paid for it. I was waiting, it was like a whim. I was like, okay, whatever, let's just throw caution to the wind, or let's throw money into the wind. And when I arrived, I was like, okay, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. Oh, missed my flight. Had to pay a fortune to change flights and get there just a little bit late. So I arrived at midnight. And the drive from Naples to Ravello is this long, windy, whatever. How the fuck am I gonna fix this foundation? Please have some faith in me as a makeup artist professional. The truth is I have no idea. It all comes out in the wash. Okay. Have some faith, darling. Have some faith. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. I am gonna put some of this Kevin Aucoin stuff on. So this is a really emollient, this is a essential skin enhancer. Because I need all the help I get. It's gonna be a long day. We're just gonna go in with one of our little sponges, little teeny sponges, which I don't have any, fuck my ass. So this is like, yeah, see, this is already better. I'm gonna do this on, yeah, that's a little more orangey. I know you can see it, kind of, sort of. I'm gonna do that on here, and then we're gonna blend it all out. You see that? How it's kind of like More yellow. It's not, I guess it's more caramel. Caramel, darling, caramel. Less worried about what's happening up here because it's all gonna get wigged. But that's looking much better. And then I'm gonna go in with bronzer, a lot of bronzer. Sorry, let me do this. Get this all nasty. Sorry, hotel. And then, okay, here we go. So I'm gonna do this. Okay. Yeah, see, that's already better. And plus, because I'm so sunburned, all you need to do, or all I'll need to do later is just go in with some blusher. Some blusher, baby. Okay, so arrive in Naples fairly late. And then so get a car from Naples to Ravello, which takes about an hour and a half. And I just slept in the car the whole way, and it was this long, winding way up a cliff, like super crazy. But it was totally dark, no streetlights, I couldn't see shit. I get to the hotel, groggy, I walk into the hotel, and I'm like, holy fucking shit. It was breathtaking. I mean, everything at the floors, the parquet floors, the everything, the lighting fixtures, the statuary, just everything. They're obviously so nice because you pay that kind of money, you need that kind of service. Basically, I was like expecting a rim job as soon as I arrived. Didn't get that, but get to my room, the balcony, bathed in moonlight, overlooking the whole, I guess it's the Mediterranean. It was this most beautiful thing. I started screaming. Just started screaming. And it was just unspeakably beautiful. It was just, it looked fake, like a backdrop. It looked like a backdrop. It was so wild. Go to bed, wake up, the sun wakes our ass up at 5:30. Look out on the balcony, and you can see it on my stories. It's a fucking postcard. It was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. It was absolutely wild. And it never got old. Even when, on Friday, the day of the wedding, we were kicked out of our room and put into a junior suite. A junior mountain suite, which was still stunning. Didn't have quite the same view, but still beautiful nonetheless. And then we took a boat. On the second day, we took a boat to Capri and Positano, and we went to the grottos. Like, we went into the grotto. We got off the boat. We whoops! I gotta go get my powder. We took a boat to Capri and Positano, and then that day, I believe, was the best day of my whole life. It was old friends, new friends, met some incredibly wonderful people that I'm sure I'll stay in touch with for a very long time. And so now we're powdering. I do this weird lean. When I powder at a show, I usually like to leave the makeup chair and go somewhere where there's no people around, because there's so much powder that gets flung into the air and it makes such a mess. I usually just do it somewhere where I can easily clean it up. But today is not that day. Okay, so I'm gonna check that everything's fine. Kinda is. We're gonna set it. So much powder. Just so much fucking powder. so much makeup. This is like the equivalent of concrete. It's like wet mud. So, you know, we gotta put a lot of sawdust over it. Now the thing about Dermablend, for those of you out there who have a, who don't have clear, even, flaw-free skin, Dermablend is the one. In my experience, because I have blotchy skin that's not one color, and I have a thick beard that grows in hours, sometimes minutes. I have to use Dermablend. It's the one thing I found. Dermablend photographs very well. Dermablend photographs very well. So now I'm just gonna brush off the eye area, and then I'm going to do this thing, you know, the fallout catcher, this thing here. So I just take this thing, go boop 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 boop. And if one easy way to avoid fallout is to do your eyes first. I've done that. This is not, it's not my favorite thing to do, because I just like doing this easier. I find that most of the products I use don't have a lot of fallout. And then, so then we go back with the concealer. Are we doing on time? Yikes, not good. Going back into the concealer. Now so I have never, what the fuck is it? Mary Dugan. Oh, here we go. So I've never, ever used eyeshadow without a base. If you're doing drag, now recently I looked at pictures of Sarah Jessica Parker, and you know, any like woman celebrity, not any woman celebrity, but like, you know, Catherine Zeta-Jones, let's say, I don't know, or like just regular people who are not on stage and not in a fashion show and aren't like Erica Jane or whatever, they could probably use, or their makeup artists, like, probably don't require a Sherwin-Williams Interior Semi-Gloss primer for their eyeshadow. But guess what, honey? I do. And of course, I don't know where my palette is. Got it. Okay. So, just a bunch of colors. Love it. Okay, so we're gonna go. So what I do is I usually do the highlight first. I'm gonna go in with this e.l.f. contour palette, I guess. This bright color. And I'll do the highlight. Start there. And then I'll do the inner corner. Get that sorted. And then I'll choose like a color palette, a color scheme. I think I'm gonna probably do pink because I love that. For some reason I get a lot of compliments when I use blue. I don't know why. Probably because blue, white, and red. White skin, blue eyes, red lips are like just a very like patriotic thing for a lot of people. French, English, you know, American, whatever. Bleu, blanc, et rouge. Red, white, and blue. Who else is blue? Who else is blue, white, and red? Who cares? So pink. Let's do it. Oh, I don't have my fuck, I don't have my Team Katya palette, motherfucker. I do have my Oh Honey though. Let's see what's popping in here. It's great. I'm not gonna use that. Okay. Let's do pink then. Pink, pink, pink. Okay. We gotta really make sure the fallout situation is sorted because this is a highly pigmented color with a huge chance of mess. Although, in terms of fallout, pink is not a tragedy because you could just literally just coordinate it into the blush somehow. Okay, and then I'm gonna go lighter pink, which is almost like imperceptible. Just kind of buff that out a little bit. And then lighter pink, you can see. Buff that out. It's just so pink. It's so, that deep rich color. And just buff it out, buff it out, buff it out. You see? So pretty, so pretty. And then we'll darken the crease, of course, in a moment, so that the color's set. Okay, and then repeat on the other side. And we're going turbo speed. Actually, we're doing good in time. I've gotten my face down to, let's say about emergency face, 45 minutes. That's when you just do white, black, red, go. But it's and someone was saying, so for the wedding reception, with the wedding, which was of course beautiful, I mean stunning, by the way, you saw the pictures. Marcel is so gorgeous. She was asking me the previous day, she's like, what is your favorite red lipstick? And other than Red Scare, my favorite non-vegan lipstick is Don't Stop by NARS. It's just stunning. Pat McGrath recently came out with a red that Marcy gifted me, and I did a little test. I tried it. It's fabulous. However, personally, I have yet to encounter a red lipstick. So Russian red. No, Russian red is good. Russian red is, I like Don't Stop better. I don't know. So in the pantheon of red lipsticks, there's a lot. There's of course Red Scare, which I love. It's a good matte vegan option. It's very nice. Red Scare is good. It's vegan, which means that they don't crush up the bugs. And it is really important to a lot of people to not crush up bugs. I know there's a lot more to it than just crushing up bugs. But so having that option is really important. And we have that option, which is great. Personally, in the long run, the Red Scare liquid is great too. Yes, it is. I want to crush up all the bugs I can. Now, I know there's probably bigger ramifications in terms of like economics and human rights issues. What is happening there? That's not good. Houston, we have a problem. Hold on. Okay, no more problem. Okay. And, but anyway, so, there's Don't Stop by NARS. It's like a matte velour liquid lipstick. It just fucking stays. Mama, it just fucking stays, bitch. And it's just so, I don't know, I think it's a blue red. I'm not sure. I actually never took color theory. And apparently maybe I am a little bit colorblind because I always see my eyes as green, even though everybody else says they're blue, whatever. But I haven't found a lipstick that I like better than NARS Don't Stop. So, Pat McGrath one, I have it here somewhere, I hope. Oh yeah, it's right here. This one, it is called Elson 4, probably named after Karen Elson. That would be my guess, supermodel. It's stunning, but still, it's not, to me, it doesn't have the same punch that Don't Stop from NARS has. Don't Stop, not cheap at all. Previously, my favorite red was Russian Red by MAC. It is a matte. It's dark. It's also Ruby Woo. Ruby Woo is a clay. Ruby Woo is dry. But if you want to talk about staying power, Mary, Ruby Woo doesn't go fucking anywhere. You pack that shit on, and you better make sure that your lips are fucking hydrated because she is the Sahara. The Sahara. Drier than the Sahara. But what you can do, so a great long-lasting red lip moment would be chapstick. Well, first of all, water. Water. Then a really nice lip balm. Then you take Ruby Woo, and you use a brush. You dig it out with a brush. You smooth it. Then it's clay on the mouth. Then Don't Stop on top. It's still gonna be dry as fuck, dry as hell. But I don't fuck with gloss. I do not fuck with gloss. I do not fuck with gloss at fucking all. I do not fuck with gloss. If you are doing nothing and you have short hair or no hair, or you have an outfit that has no parts, or if you're in an area where there's no wind or air or detritus or debris flying around, and you're in a temperature controlled, vacuum sealed fucking photo shoot, go ahead with the gloss. Otherwise, girl, what are you doing? Get that gloss out of here. Gloss is for photo shoots. I just hate it. Gloss is just rotten. It's just so impractical. It's just such a mess. It's such a mess. Gloss, sticky. I don't know if any of you guys remember Lip Glass from MAC. Boop. That fucking sticky, icky, nasty. Sure, it looks incredible for like a second, and then it's fucking boo town. Just boopity boo town. Gets stuck in shit, and one strand of hair flies. Bloop. Girl, it's a wrap. It's a wrap on the gloss. So I've done pink. I'm gonna go in and with some purple. I'm gonna so I'm gonna do black liner like I always do. I only do half of my face, like half of the eye. I have small eyes, narrow eyes, but I just find that it doesn't wear well in my inner corners. It just doesn't wear makeup very well over time, and like if I'm doing something where I'm not gonna have a lot of touch-up options, I just find it's easier to keep the inner corner light or frosty or glittery, just anything that's not dark. And so I really kind of just do half of an eye, and just focus on putting it out and up. So then I'm gonna do black. I'm gonna crease out I'm gonna do the outer creases with a little bit of black, but I'm gonna kind of build up to that gradually. Where's my fucking brush? Oh yeah, this brush, I fucking love it. It's a MAC brush. It's so worn out, but there's just a small fluffy brush, and then there's another one that I've been more obsessed with. I don't see it here. It's just like this. It's just lovely. I don't know what else would describe it. It's so nice at like gently shading and blending. It's just such a nice little gentle little diva. That's the gentle diva. She says hello very softly. She just goes, oh, hi, hello, hi, gentle diva. She says a little color, oh, a little color, yes. Oh, hi. Oh. So Pearl did my makeup recently. I look fucking insane. I cannot wait for you guys to see that video. I don't know if it's already out. I don't think so. Totally insane. She basically, okay, now here, this is the tricky part. This is the tricky part. So, it doesn't look like I have a fucking sharpener in there, which is really tough. Okay, that's tough. Yeah, that's tough. Okay, no sharpener. That's tough. So I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go like this. So waterline, and then I'm just gonna drag it down off the waterline. See, so kind of. So waterline. And then I'm gonna halfway down. I drag it off the waterline, so that it can kind of shing like that, and then because I can then kind of drag it up to the upper, so it kind of lifts the eyeball, which my eyes are so deep set and so small that I need all the help I can get, because I don't change the shape of the eye and I hardly do anything to the brow, because I just find that, well, I know I have no interest in gluing brows down. So Pearl did that. She spent about 45 fucking minutes trying to glue my brows down, which was no easy feat because they were half shaven. They're not long. And if you have long natural brow hairs, they just stay put after so many layers of glue. Now I'm gonna go we're gonna pat the black down with some dark purple. And then, because it's not really necessary to go in with black, I don't think. It might be. Actually, it might be. Yeah, it is. I just sort of drag it up a little bit. Really subtle. I don't do like huge makeup. I don't really do huge makeup. If you have a good lash goes a long way. So, and when you have small eyes, or when you have a smaller surface area, a canvas to work with, there's really not a lot of, doesn't make a whole ton of sense to like slave away on up here when most of it is just going to be concealed by a lash in the final hour. I'm going to dust away some of this fallout. And then dust away all this shit. That's enough baking. Okay. So, now I'm going to, I think we need a little more, color. A little more color up here. Just a little more color. going to go trace the line with for on top of the lid. Just a little bit. Just so the lash can sit on something dark. I'm not gonna bother with a wing. You don't really see it unless the eye's closed. This is a weird thing that I do. Pearl told me this was really fucking weird. Doing a perfect symmetrical wing on deep set eyes like mine is a huge challenge. Oh my god, I have a fresh one. Oh, incredible. I told Marcy if she didn't give me mine back, I would kill her. But she did. Now I have two. Okay. So, contour. I love this Anastasia Beverly Hills Powder Bronzer Rich Amber. A little bit. Wait. Shit. Oh, fuck. Where the fuck did it go? Okay. Just gonna smush it everywhere. Smush it absolutely everywhere. No, I don't have a gobble, because I'm quite thin. I know a lot of girls live to like... One queen was so funny, I'll never forget, she just described the drag queen contour process as, okay, now in order to complete the female illusion, I'm going to add the detail that defines a woman, a brown circle. I'm going to draw a brown circle around my face because that's what every woman has. It's so funny. But all this is doing is just taking me from out of the realm of Voldemort into the realm of like, I don't know, Jeff Bezos or something. So, can't really see with this. Maybe I'll turn this filter off. I don't think I can though. No. Oh yeah, I can. Nope. I can't. Can I? I don't know, who cares? Okay. So, oh, I did. Did I do it? Yeah, good. So, it's just like, you know, contouring. I don't fucking know. And then I'm gonna take this fluffy brush and do because I don't have, I like my nose and I don't really need to change the geometry of it very much. It's kind of just like a regular nose. My friend who's like an expert in clocking nose jobs, said that, oh, I wonder if this could actually work better. Oh my God, why the fuck didn't I do that from the beginning? Okay, my friend who's like a expert in clocking nose jobs said, like a very attractive nose or like a good nose is one that you don't even notice. Because it's like, and also the nose never stops growing. The nose and ears, because they're cartilage, I guess. I don't know, I'm not a doctor. So when people have facelifts or a lot of work done, sometimes you can notice that their ears look huge. Because the ears don't stop growing. So I like my nose, so all I need to do is just kind of give it just add some, because there's so much paint on my face, I just need to add some analog dimension, some 2D dimension. So I paint it, I just kind of shade it a little bit. There's lots of different things I could do, techniques that I'm not really sure of. One thing I do know that I like, a finishing touch that I'll just do right now while I have it in my mind, is this the Miss Fame, not that she invented this, but the Miss Fame, just a little, can't really see it in this mirror, and that doesn't very good, but it's just a little highlight. One time, I'm late. One time on tour with Jiggly Caliente, she insisted we all put rhinestones on the tip of our nose for the show. And it actually had a surprisingly cute effect. It was just like a A.B. Swarovski rhinestone right on the tip. And it was so cute. And from stage, you couldn't really notice what it was. It was just a little sparkle. And to this day, I can't go to bed without gluing a rhinestone to my nose. Okay, now I'm going to put some eyebrows on. Put some eyebrows on. Let's put some eyebrows on. So I start with these NYX Brow Tint are just the girl. They're the diva. I wear them all the time out of drag. Where's the... Oh, here we go. So this is the blonde one. Taupe. So this is the one that I'll just start the base. And literally all I do, because I shave off half my brows like a freak, I don't have to think too hard or strategize too deeply or focus that much on where to bring the shape or how to create the shape. I just kind of follow what's already there. And I mean, it's not one of those great painterly, all those hairs drawn in, but which I don't need because I have half of the hair is already there. But I just kind of, I've tried lots of different brow situations, and this is the one that it's not just the easiest to me, it is the most flattering for what I'm trying to do in drag, which is look like glamorous woman number 3. Nothing, too crazy or too distinctive, or I'm not fussy with a trademark. I'm just exploiting the natural geometry of my face as best I can. Whereas Trixie and some others are literally carving, sculpting, and glazing theatrical works of art, a mask, if you will. Okay, so I'm gonna darken my lid a little bit. Actually, so these Urban Decay glitters, love. Heavy metals. This is Stonewall. Gay. It's a red iridescent. So one thing is these like teeny tiny little applicators can be absolutely frustrating because they don't cover a lot of surface. So I went ahead and ripped out this thing so I could stick a huge brush in there. I don't recommend doing that because you know what it does? If you're able to do that and stick a huge thick brush in there, all it does is just take out more gel and it drips down your fucking face. So be patient and use the little guy like this. I'm just blending the red into the light pink. This looks better in person than it does in this fucking whatever. Trust me. And then, or maybe it doesn't, fuck my ass. Balls. good enough. Okay. I'm actually gonna go over it with this kimchi striker pose. So fucking pretty. Yeah, it took all this the Urban Decay off, but whatever. It's more actually more in the color scheme. Quidgy. Okay, I'm gonna do lashes. But first I'm gonna go ahead, I have no makeup, no pencil sharpener. That's a bummer. But let's do the lips. So, chapstick. Chapstick is a must before lipstick. Okay, so. Now you notice there's not a lot of pigment happening. I'm just making the shape. Just carving out the shape so I kind of know what to do because the foundation has bled into the, now the jump off. Oh my fucking God. That red is fucking fabulous. I mean, look at that bitch. It's sickening. Lip brush from Pout, long defunct company. Thank you, Fina Barbital. Just gonna go in. My lips are asymmetrical. This part is always a challenge. My top lip is deeply uneven. I have this little mole here that is a good guardrail from going too big. If I graze the mole, then I know I've gone too big with my bottom lip. The challenge is always evening out the top one. That's pretty good. I mean, I want to go bigger. So one thing I can do is just add some more dimension with a lip liner. Pretty good. Pretty good. Could be a little bigger. Could be a little bigger. But I'm running late, so I'm gonna go, actually, let's see about some of this blush. I don't know if that's helping, not really. Not really. think I'm gonna disguise it with some jewelry. Or at least hope to. If I'm in the sunlight, it's gonna be really, really boo-boo. One thing I love to do is take care of the inner corners with, oops, some glitter. Actually, I'll use this one. If I had time, I'd glue on a stone, but I don't. Okay, I gotta put lashes on, and then my outfit, so, and then, well, I might as well do it now. Okay, so what did the lashes do? Found these cool lashes, tried to find ones that were like similar to the ones Pearl used on me. Now the important thing is, absolutely must, oh motherfucker, you gotta be kidding me. Scissors. Nail clipper. I have to cut so much of this off. So I cut off like that much. And then I just paste it onto the end so I get that lovely flare like that. See that? And that should be good. Always using black. Always use a black weaving bond because I'll never forget that episode of the Oprah Winfrey Show where her tiny little eyelash came off on the air, and I'm sure that her makeup artist was fired that day, but there's just really no excuse to have a small little eyelash that rests over black makeup fall off. Now, I understand that people don't want to glue cement to their to their eyelashes, or maybe you have a latex allergy, because that's what this is, it's latex. Well, that's understandable, but I'm not allergic to anything, and my body is a garbage truck, so YOLO. So, the key, of course, it's got to be tacky. That's the T. Mama, tacky is the T. Tacky, tacky, tacky. If it's not tacky, your name ain't Jackie. So, you blow, blow, blow. Blow, blow, blow. That's probably good. Yeah, sure. It's a little wide, but we're in a rush. We're in a rush, Mary. Okay. Secure the bag. Now I I put the glue on there, then I go kill some time with the mascara. Okay. Then blow, blow, blow. Fuck you, bitch. You calling out my shaky hands? Bitch, I got a familial tremor. Talk to Pat about it. I think it's stunning. It's not the most symmetrical thing, but they should be sisters, or friends at least. Okay. All right, now it's time for my 3-hour nap. I'm gonna go over this, just a little bit of black, make sure my hands aren't dirty. I think we found our waiter. Okay, bye.